everyone. Welcome back to Life After Undergrad, Episode 5, Facing Adversity. I'm Shanoa Manso, a licensed master social worker and your host. I'm so excited to be back this week with a new episode where we'll be talking about something we all experience, adversity. If you're returning from a previous episode, thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time here, welcome. Make sure to check out our earlier episodes where we dive into the fundamentals, confidence, and I even share a bit about my own background and what this podcast is all about. Last week, I shared some important news about the state of multicultural centers and DEI programs across the country. I read the full Dear Colleague letter that was sent to all institutions and discussed its impact. Honestly, it's a heavy topic, especially for those of us who value community spaces that support diversity and inclusion. We're already seeing the effects of this shift, like the removal of marketing materials for events hosted by the SHU Multicultural Center. It is a loss that hits home. But as we go through this farewell process, it's more important than ever that we lean into advocacy and use our voices for change. We're all in this together, and this message is what I really want to carry forward today. So, this week's topic is all about facing adversity. This episode was inspired by last week's Wisdom Wednesday guest speaker, Paul Herman, who shared his insights on working through adversity. And today we're going to talk about how we can confront these challenges head on, take action, and learn from them on our personal journeys. Whether you're still in college, you've graduated, or you're just trying to figure it all out in life, we're all in a space where we face obstacles. But with the right mindset and tools, you can handle anything life throws your way. Now, I've shared some personal struggles before, whether it related to my own confidence or dealing with the loss of something as important as the Multicultural Center and the community it built. And I know I'm not alone in this. Adversity is a part of life, but how we respond to it, how we react, pivot, and learn from it can make all the difference. If I'm being real, some of the hardest moments in my life have taught me the most. Adversity has given me grit, resilience, and the strength to keep going when things felt impossible. And as we grow, the challenges become more intense, but so do we. We get more experienced, more capable, and better equipped to handle whatever comes next. So, what exactly is adversity? Well, basically, any kind of hardship or challenge we face, something that pushes us out of our comfort zone and tests our limits. It could be anything from personal struggles to societal pressures. The thing is, adversity comes in many forms and varies for everyone. Think about high school versus college. Different levels of adversity, right? In high school, you're dealing with social pressures, maybe trying to fit in, or worrying about grades. In college, you might be juggling academics, part-time jobs, internships, and relationships. It gets heavier, but you also get stronger. But here's the thing, adversity doesn't look the same for everyone. For some, it's social struggles, feeling like they don't fit in, or worrying about their self-image. For others, it's the pressure of keeping up with school while dealing with personal challenges, like family issues or financial strain. You might even find yourself in a position where something simple, like forgetting a textbook for a quiz, feels like the end of the world. And yeah, that happens. It's a part of life. But what's important to recognize is that not everyone experiences adversity in the same way. Some students have support systems, parents who can bring them their forgotten textbook, or they have access to resources that make these challenges easier to handle. For others, though, their parents might be working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Those small moments of privilege can really shift how we experience adversity, and it's crucial we understand that everyone's life story is different. That's why we need to be supportive, empathetic amongst our community as community members. When we understand that not everyone has the same advantages, we can make a space for mistakes, provide support, and create environments where everyone feels safe and heard, even if they're struggling. Now, let's get talking about some tips and tools that can help you handle adversity when it shows up in your life. Because trust me, it will. The tip one, change your perspective. The first tip is about perspective. When facing adversity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and trapped in the moment. But try to shift your mindset. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try asking, what can I learn from this? This simple change in perspective can help you find meaning in tough situations and take away something valuable from even the hardest experiences. Tip two, take small steps forward. The second tip is all about action. Adversity can feel paralyzing because it's so big and overwhelming. But the key is to break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Focus on one thing you can do today to move forward, no matter how small. It can be something as simple as writing down a plan, reaching out for support, or taking a break to recharge. Tip number three, don't do it alone. Build a network of people who support you, whether it's friends, family, or mentors. When you're facing adversity, it's important to reach out for help and share what you're going through. You're not expected to handle everything by yourself, and having others to lean on can make all the difference. Tip four, embrace self-compassion. The fourth tip is practicing self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things don't go as planned. But remember, you're doing the best you can. Be kind to yourself and allow room for mistakes. The road to success isn't straight, it's full of bumps, but each one teaches you something new. Tip five, stay resilient, stay adaptable. Finally, stay resilient, stay adaptable. Life after undergrad doesn't come with a roadmap. Life during undergrad doesn't come with a roadmap. And life at all doesn't come with one. Things won't always go according to plan, and that's okay. The key is learning how to bounce back from setbacks and adapt as things change. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about knowing how to rise after each fall. So, as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to think about the adversities you faced in your life. What have they taught you? How can you apply these strategies to face the next challenge that comes your way? If you found value in today's episode, share it with a friend who might need a little encouragement. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow To Life After Undergrad for more tips, support, and real talk. We're in this together. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.